Good morning, guys. Today another live class, this time from the park again, and hope you can see me well, and there'll be lots of noises around me. I think maybe a football class is starting in a minute, so hopefully that wouldn't be so disruptive. And I'm in the lovely shade underneath this beautiful willow, and today we're going to stay here because it's cold, and a pitta, it can be aggravated, and the flow will be cooling, smooth and soft. Also, if you tend to be hot and bothered, you better put some wide clothes that you can have the air floating through, and also preferably from a natural fiber like cotton or linen. And yeah, just a drop of rose oil or jasmine, and a little bit of maybe sandalwood, or if you have pearls, wear some pearls to cool down, or moonstone. So yeah, let's see how it goes today. Namaste. So have a seat, comfortably sitting somewhere, and just for a moment we're going to take a few moments just to listen to the sounds around you. In my case, they're beautiful birds chirping, and give some more minutes for the others to come and join us if they wish. So finding a comfortable sitting position, either half lotus or a full lotus, or kneeling. Just become aware of how you feel today at that particular moment where you are sitting, and be aware of how you feel. Just check yourself out, and yeah, feel like coming home. After a few rounds of breath here, finding your sitting bones and your posture, we're going to take an inhale for 3 Oms and Loka mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Good. And then we're going to do a round of 30 Kapalabhati. So you choose your pace, whether it's slow or medium or fast. We'll do 30, or if you feel like 60, it's up to you. Okay, inhale. actually, let's do one more round. That felt really good. So another round of Kapalabhati, and then inhale, exhale, and we'll do another one if you wish, or stay in your exhalation for a moment, like second or two. Okay, inhale. Beautiful. Okay, as you're sitting comfortably, then we're gonna come to cross-legged, just to open up a little bit the spine. So just to move it a little bit on inhale, lengthen, exhale, return to look to the right, inhale back to center, and the other side. I'm reminding for those of you who are wondering, it's a mirror image, so my right will be looking like your left, so just be mindful of that. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale again, inhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. You can hold it a bit longer if you want to. Stay for inhale, exhale one side, and then inhale, exhale to the other. Good. Then we're coming on to fours. And we start with just dynamic cat, cow. After 5 rounds or so, then you tuck the toes under and you lift to your down dog. And here you can take 3 to 5 rounds of breath, working whether you need heel one at a time, or both heels maybe touching the floor, pressing the palms and moving the shoulder blades away, sliding them up the spine. And then after 3 rounds or so, we're going to move into lunge. So at this point of the day, you should be more open, so you can try and lower and see if you can open further. For some of you, maybe this is fine. Others maybe go to your lizard if you need a bit more opening. And feel the inhalations and exhalations taking you further. After 3 rounds, we tuck the back toes and lift into down dog. Then we move into plank and we stay here for 3 rounds of breath. extending through the heels, pressing the ball of the feet and pressing the palms, extending through the crown. Contract your thighs, your belly, and feel that whole body is active. After 3 rounds, back into down dog. And then the inhalation, move the other side forward. Lower. Choice to go for lizard or stay in your lunge. Three rounds of breath here. And when you're ready, come up, down dog. And then we go for a sun salutation. So walk, inhale, lift. Good. Let's do your variation of your sun salute. So whichever you know, go for it. We'll do 3 rounds and we meet in Tadasana.
Said things
What
like,
do you mean though? Sorry, I don't follow.
if kind of, when we did have a plan that, when she went 2 days a week, we'd have more time because we'd do more things together.
Yeah.
And I don't mind doing more things in York together with her. That's
So
fine.
you're saying, so if they come up on a Friday afternoon and she's back on
And go back on Monday. It's like that's not what the plan was 9 months ago. So I feel
all kinds of kind of holistic ways of looking at things. I wonder if I could, yeah, you could go dosha. Good. I chose to do a different variation at the end of my round. So we all meet in Tadasana. Keep the breath going. And just observe the stillness of the body externally, but internally your breath is moving through it. And what's happening with your thoughts? Is there stillness or is there action? Where's the tongue? Relax and soften the tongue in your mouth. Keep pressing the feet into the floor. And even if you need to lift the toes, so you have the inner arches active, and observe that for a few rounds of breath here, like a silent witness, not judging anything, but just listening, just observing. Good. Then on the next inhale, exhale, we're going to open to a wider stand. And we go for a triangle. So turning the feet like 45 degrees. Make sure you press into your outer edges of that leg at the back so it's strong. Then inhale, lift, reaching up and starting your journey. You may reach to your shin, you may want to look up or look down to the big toe. Gradually, when you're ready to travel further, you go for it, but don't force yourself. Just observe how far is able for you to go today. And then when you're ready and want to challenge a bit further your balance, then you open. Make sure your shoulders are in line. Now whether you gaze to the thumb or to the big toe on the floor is up to you. Keep the feet active. Also lift the toes, the front if you need to. And then tuck the tailbone under. And make sure that you imagine like you're in between two glass walls to keep your body straight. Good. 3 rounds of breath here. Some of you may touch the ground with flat hand or fingertips or block if you have nearby, or a book, something to support. And 3 rounds of inhalation, pulsating, opening up, looking for space, air coming through. Exhale, pulsating backwards, like the heart or like the breath. It's like that eternal movement. The inhale and the exhale of opening and closing. Inhale, exhale, walk to the center, keep the feet parallel. Come onto your fingertips and exhale, forward bend. Again, inhale may lift you up to where we started, or can be a very slow, very subtle movement. You don't have to go all the way up. You can just do it very subtly, softening the knees. If it's too much pressure on the hamstrings, keep pressing into the outer edges. Inhale, Exhale the crown to the ground. Just for a few rounds in your own time, feel that pulsation and try and find space with the breath. So you're creating more space for the air to come in. Also mentally, you're opening up a bit more. Good. After 3 rounds, inhale back to center, and we're going to walk to the other side for triangle. Now pressing the outer edge of that foot, you can bend slightly, and if you have a block, you can use it to start building your posture. Okay? Good. So engaging the ribs are not sinking, they're active, and you're aligning the hips and the shoulders, and you're aligning these shoulders to stack one above each other, and the hips also. From there you start maybe reaching the shin. Good. Tuck the tailbone, look up. Or if it's challenging for you, just hold the waist here, look down to the big toe, but keep lengthening through the crown and feel that space internally with the inhale and exhale. Exploring how far your body is taking you, and just observe it again like a silent witness. Soften the tongue, and when you surrender, you might even go further and have a flat palm on the ground. Beautiful. 3 rounds of breath here, and then exhale into down dog. On the next inhale, exhale, let's come to sitting. So today, as I said, it'll be cooling, more of a stretch, more of an opening kind of practice. So let's come to sitting in Dandasana. Place your palms underneath your shoulders, press, lengthen through the crown and press or flex the feet like you're pressing the invisible wall. Now for 3 rounds, if you're happy to stay here all through the 3 rounds of breath, that's fine, but also you can soften, wiggle and release. And again, inhale, lift, activate the body, find that space, and exhale, soften. Again, looking for space and calming the tongue in the mouth. Let's do once more. Good. Inhale. We're going to take the right foot and press it on the inner side of your thigh. Now, sitting bones are rooting into the ground. That front foot is flexed. Then from inhale, we're going to lengthen, and we're going to start our journey forward. Now, some people probably reach easily to the foot, others maybe the shin, and that's fine. And here we go. We're just observing as a silent witness again what's happening physically and mentally. Also try and listen to the breath. Gaze the big toe, it's your focus point. The next exhalation may take you a bit further. With that, don't forget that knees also pressing in towards down to the ground. We're lengthening through the lower back, looking for that space, moving shoulder blades away, and again traveling, enjoying the journey. Yeah, we don't need to get to the final destinations, we just want to travel. That's it. Up to 5 rounds of breath, or as many as you feel like you need to stay in there for, until you find a surrender to the expression for today in that pose. And then inhale back to center. Now there's a variation also. Bend your knee, have, and we'll do this opening here. Or you can interlace the fingers underneath your calf muscle, open the elbows to the outside, and just try and see if the forehead can touch. Inhale, keep active foot, actively pressing into your sitting bones. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, move away from it. Exhale, back into the edge. Good. And when you're ready, let's go for the other side through the flow. If you want to go through a flow, if you feel active today, that's fine. So down dog, into plank, knees, chest, chin, cobra or upward dog, back into down dog again. Then we sit for the other side, bend the other leg. Find your sitting bones. Again, lengthening through. And we start. So some people may have a scarf or a prop like that, and that's also good to have around, because then you pull, you use that to, work your way, but going with the heart instead of the head. That's why I'm saying just feel your way there. Good. Three to 5 rounds of breath. Inhale. And exhale here. So again, trying to lengthen through the sitting bones, pressing the invisible wall. As I said, you can have it here, heel, shoulder blades down. Again, looking for that space for the air to come through. Beautiful. Exhale after 3 rounds and through the flow. Down dog, into plank, either cobra or upward dog. Exhale, down dog again. And then we sit with both legs straight. They can be parallel or together. So again, finding the sitting bones here. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, start your journey. So have either to the outer edges, use a prop again if you want to. Yeah. So we lift the shoulders down and we start pulling our body, the upper body, like cascading over. Or if you want to use the classical hook, exhale, rooting the sitting bones, feel that they're not lifted up, feel the tailbone going towards the ground, but also feel that length in the crown. Then the elbows come to the outside, and eventually your forehead is able to move further down, closer to the shins. Inhale after 3 rounds, come back. Exhale. You can have the, if some of you can use this bind here, that's absolutely fine. Let's do it once more for 3 rounds. Inhale back to where it feels comfortable. Exhale to surrender. Let me do it this way. After 3 rounds of surrendering here, inhale, lift. And exhale, we're going through the flow again. Good. When you're ready, inhale, exhale, we move into pigeon. So right knee towards your right thumb. I'm just going to check on the time. Hello, people. Yeah. Let's go to pigeon. Here we go. Inline knee, in line with your fingers. Shoulders move away. And then you can surrender. Or if you want to balance here first, good, and then surrender. Now for those of you who've been to my class before and want an extra edge, you can do a twist in pigeon. So you have the right knee front, then the left elbow comes, let me move, so the left elbow comes in front of it, or if you're really open, on the outside of it, but I prefer in front. Have a fist here, then the top hand comes flat, elbows up, press into the ground with your feet, then start pressing that palm into that fist and have space in the lower back, middle back, upper back, and eventually look over. Have a breath or two here. Feel that gentle or maybe hard twist, but keep pressing so you don't lose your balance. That will take you further into the twist. Good. And when you're ready, exhale. We'll go into down dog, all of us. Through vinyasa if you wanna. That's fine. Ready for the other side of pigeon? So the other foot, the other knee bends and we move it closer. So if it's your left knee, left thumb. Again, if you want to balance here. Oops. Yeah. So keep pressing into the floor if you're balancing here. Okay. Whoops. And then go to surrender forward. Either stay there for 3 rounds or we go for the twist. So the right elbow in front of your left knee. And after 3 rounds or so, tuck the toes under, lift down dog. And through vinyasa. Back and down dog. And for those of you who want to go for a crow, just to work a bit on the balancing here.
Are we going to hide or we count?
That's fine. And then we move into squat.
Come here then.
So squat is, if you don't have the, you can be on your ball of the feet, some people, or use a block to support them so you don't feel strained. And then we press the elbows into the here, pressing the elbows into your knees and the inside of your knees rather. Press the palms, open the fingers, and then that will allow you to move the upper body to come forward and have a lovely space in the whole of the spine. From there you would feel the spine lengthening, shoulders go down, and soften the tongue in your mouth. And then after 3 or so rounds, we're gonna come to sitting.
Where else could she be?
Navasana. Again, a variation here if you want to lengthen and stay here for 3 rounds, or just keep the shin parallel, work the inner core muscles. 3 rounds of breath. Feel that you're active, your feet are flexed, and lengthening through the tailbone, all the way from the tailbone through the crown, shoulder blades down. Exhale, we're going to do a lalasana. So some of you may want to do a full lotus. Yeah. And then either use, if you have 2 blocks, that's great. If not, you can use fists and curl the tailbone, lift, soften and relax, and do it once more. If that's not an option for you, even if you have your legs crossed, press into the floor. As long as you feel these muscles contracting and lifting, you don't necessarily have to lift off the ground. It's quite sufficient. So we work in these muscles and the feeling how it's going to get there with practice. Let's do it once more. So curl and feel that your Muladhara Bandha, you're engaging there, and you lift. Exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale here to soften. Then you hug your knees into your chest. Massage. So if you want to, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Moving into bridge. Or full chakrasana, if your body allows you to do so. Hug your knees again into your chest before you go for shoulder stand. Or bull. Plow. So taking as many breaths, as you feel like you want to do more of a shoulder stand, go for it. If you feel like you want to do more of the bull or plow, go for it. And just feel the body, what it needs at this moment. Take your time. It's getting busy around me, full of kids. Yeah. This park is very popular. So gradually, working our way into happy baby. So if you hug your knees into your chest, from there open and move the knees to come closer to your armpits. Get the head on the floor. And also the tailbone is not curling up, but it's going flat on the ground. Got little people around me all the time. Good. So trying to soften the whole of the back on the floor. Then eventually moving to Shavasana.
One lap hiding. One lap hiding.
Where you have your legs straight, palms beside the body, the head is central so it's not tilted.
Only hide. Okay.
If you need to cover with anything, that's fine. Or if you want to put a cushion or a block underneath your knees to release the back, it's also fine. Or even bend your knees and open the feet wider, but knees are together. And then gradually, the whole of the body will be able to soften and relax. We're going to take few inhales and exhales here. Again,
I'm going to get some veg on the way back.
scanning the body for any tension.
On the green, the one that actually I think Sever's talking about is on Church Street.
I'm trying to think where's the
And
best
with
one.
the exhalation, allow it to soften.
So there's on Newington Green. There's a great one. I don't think Blossoms is open on Sunday. Or if it is, I would suggest there.
Then become aware of all the sounds around
How are
you.
you on timing? Do you want to be thinking about winding back?
Seb, come and get your pie.
Any sensations, any feelings and thoughts, just observe them like a silent witness.
Come and get your pie.
Take a few deep inhales, our breath to soften deeper.
Yeah.
And then become aware of the tongue in your mouth is soft. Eyelids are soft and the forehead is soft. And move your awareness to the breath. And for a few rounds, just follow the path of the breath. Nostrils, back of the throat, chest, down to the belly button. Observe the pause between the inhale and exhale, and then walk back from the belly button, chest, back of the throat, and out through the nostrils. There's another pause, a little one happening there before another round of breath can start. And so on. Follow that for 3 to 5 rounds in your own time. And anytime you feel distracted, go back to that breath and the pause that occurs naturally. Good. Now gradually start deepening your inhalations and exhalations, moving the head side to side, wiggling the toes, the fingers, giving your body a lovely stretch, and coming up to final sitting for 3 Oms and the chanting of the Loka mantra. Keep that stillness within you. Tap into your heart center. And from there, 3 Oms together, we begin. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. And hands in front of your heart in prayer, and thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm glad to see most of you today online. That's great. Hopefully that was okay. I'm sorry if I was a bit distracted, but it's very, very busy. So let me show you. There's people. Everybody's out here. Football, dogs. Everybody's exercising. I think further down there's an aerobic class going on at the moment. Okay, football, tennis, you name it. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't expect it to be that busy, the spot I chose, but I do apologise. Hope you have a good Sunday, and I'll see you next Sunday. Mwah. Much love. Bye-bye.